Okay, so we are going to see about the non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. We have already seen about the opioidal analgesic drugs. So next point or next chapter is nothing but the from your pharmacology, that is nothing but the NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. Okay, we are going to see this analgesic, antipyretics, and NSAIDs. Analgesic, antipyretic, and non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. We have already seen opioidal analgesics from your pharmacology, and opioid analgesics means those drug which belongs to opioid, those drug which belongs to opioid category, and that's why they produces they relieve your pain by interacting with the opioid receptor, and they will produce hypnosis, amnesia, or euphoria. That's why, and they have highest liability for addiction. That's why they are known as the opioidal analgesics. So analgesics we have seen they are classified into different types like uh, opioidal analgesics, then non-opioidal analgesics, and NSAIDs. So opioidal analgesics means they will interact with the opioid receptor and they will relieve the pain. They will decrease the pain threshold. They will decrease the pain threshold by interacting with the opioidal receptor like mu, kappa, and delta. We have seen that. Second, those are non-opioid analgesics. So they are the derivative of opioidal drugs, but they will not produce a addiction. Right? That's why they will interact with the same receptor, but they will not produce addiction. They will not produce sedation, etc. So they are non-opioidal analgesics. They also reduce the pain. Third category is nothing but the NSAIDs, and they are known as a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. NSAID. Okay. So analgesic, antipyretics, and NSAIDs. Right. So analgesics means what? These are the drug which relieves your pain, which relieves your pain. We have seen what is meant by pain. Pain क्या होता है? Pain means any, it is an unnecessary sensation which will cause you discomfort. We have already seen types of pain and all that. Okay, so drug which decreases the pain sensation, they are known as analgesics. Drug which decreases the increase the body temperature, they are known as antipyretics. And those drug which decreases the inflammation and pain caused by release of inflammatory mediators. Release of inflammatory mediators means release of endogenous inflammatory mediators. So in your body there are different endogenous inflammations. So for example, prostaglandin, leukotrienes, okay, and all that. So analgesics and antipyretic. Analgesic means drugs which decreases the pain sensation. We have already seen the opioidal analgesics. So out of that, today we will see NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. So analgesic म्हणजे काय? Analgesic म्हणजे एखादा ड्रग जो काय करेल तुमची पेन कमी करेल, तुमचा त्रास कमी करेल, right? So there are different ways to decrease the pain sensation. So some drug will interact with the endogenous opioid or opioid receptor and they will release the pain. So they are known as opioid analgesic. Some drugs they inhibit the formation of endogenous chemicals responsible for the pain. For example, prostaglandins, leukotrienes, and all that. Right? So those drugs they are also analgesic. So here we are going to see NSAIDs, and they are known as a commonly analgesic antibiotic or simply painkiller. So analgesic antibiotics. So analgesic means these drugs which decrease your pain. Antibiotic means these are the drugs which will decrease your increased body temperature. So increase the body temperature, okay? So they are the drug which decreases the increased body temperature, not normal. So elevated body temperature. So if your body temperature is increased than normal, these drugs will bring down the body temperature. They are known as antibiotics. Analgesics they relieve the pain without interacting with the opioidal receptor. These NSAIDs or simply analgesic antibiotic. Right? They decreases the pain without interacting with the opioid receptor. Now they will reduce the elevated body temperature. Elevated body temperature. Okay. So body temperature which is more than normal. So that can be decreased by these drugs known as antipyretic. Okay. So these analgesic, antibiotic, anti-inflammatory. These drugs may have commonly certain effects. So इनके common pharmacological effect क्या होंगे? Analgesic, antibiotic and anti-inflammatory. So firstly ये क्या करेंगे? They will decrease your pain. Secondly, they will decrease your increased body temperature. Third, they will decrease your inflammation. Fourth, इनका adverse effect होता है most of them are uricosuric in nature. Uricosuric means what? They will increase the excretion of uric acid from your body. So they are known as uricosuric. Most of these analgesic antibiotic, they relieve your pain. They are analgesic. They are anti-inflammatory. They are antipyretic. They are uricosuric in nature. Okay. So those drugs which reduces the body temperature known as a antipyretic, right? Third is nothing but these drugs, they also has a anti-inflammatory activity. They possess anti-inflammatory activity. Therefore, they are known as a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory. So they has a analgesic activity. They has a antipyretic activity. They are anti-inflammatory in nature, but they will not have steroid nucleus in their structure. Okay. So analgesic drug कितने type के होते हैं? There are three four kind of analgesic drug. First is known as the opioidal analgesic. They interact with the opioid receptor and they will decrease the they will decrease the pain sensation. Then second, non-opioid. So they are derivatives of opioid, but they will not have opioid-like action like addiction, sedation, etc. Non-opioid. Third is nothing but the NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. And fourth one is known as the steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. Right? Steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. So today here we are going to see NSAIDs, right? So there are four types of एनालिसिस. चार टाइप के होते हैं. पहले बोला है एक होता है ओपाइडल ड्रग, दूसरा होता है ओपाइड लाइक ड्रग, तीसरा होता है एनएसआईडी एंड चौथा होता है आपका स्टेरॉइडल एंटी इंफ्लेमेटरी ड्रग्स. राइट. सो we are going to see this now. Most of these NSAIDs, they are also antiplatelet drugs. So say for example phenylbutazone has an antiplatelet activity, your aspirin has an antiplatelet activity. So analgesic antibiotic, these are the drug which decreases the pain, which decreases the increased body temperature, and also they are anti-inflammatory in the nature. Okay? And they do not have steroid in their structure. Okay, structure में steroid नहीं है, that's why they are known as a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. They have certain qualities in their themselves. So पहले तो ये they will decrease your pain without interacting with the opioid receptor. They will increase the body temperature. That is antibiotic effect, and they also has an anti-inflammatory property. They don't have steroid in their nucleus. That's why NSAID is non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. Am I audible to you? And they also have anti-platelet activity. They also has anti-platelet activity, and most of them are uricosuric in nature. Uricosuric. Okay? Uric acid का excretion बढ़ रहा है. Most of them are uricosuric in nature, and they do not cause any sedation or they do not alter your sleep. They does not have any addiction liability. That's why they are NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti. Now, antibiotic drugs, they increase the body temperature. So, to understand that, you should know the how body temperature is regulated in the body. आपके बॉडी में बॉडी का टेम्परेचर कैसे रेगुलेट होता है? अगर कम हो गए तो क्या होगा और ज़्यादा हो गए तो क्या होगा? So if you don't know the normal physiology, how there is a regulation of temperature in your body. Suppose your body temperature is less, then your body will try to cope up that. Okay? Your body will try to increase your body temperature by causing two three things. For example, cutaneous vasoconstriction will be there. Okay, sweat gland activity will be suppressed. Right. Suppose there is increased body temperature, what will happen? So in case of increased body temperature, your peripheral vasodilation will be there. Blood vessel को dilate कर देगा पेरिफेरल स्किन के नीचे. ठीक है. तो क्या होगा कि वहां से वो हीट ट्रांसफर हो जाएगा एक्सटर्नल एनवायरनमेंट. अगर बॉडी टेम्परेचर कम है आपको नॉर्मल है 37 है ना, तो अराउंड 37 35 टू 37 टेम्परेचर लगता है आपकी बॉडी. दैट इज ऑप्टिमम टेम्परेचर. नाउ इफ इट इज लेस देन दैट, आपकी बॉडी में बॉडी टेम्परेचर कम है, तो आपकी बॉडी क्या करेगी? इट विल ट्राई टू इंक्रीज द बॉडी टेम्परेचर अप टू नॉर्मल चाहिए ना, बिकॉज ऑप्टिमम टेम्परेचर के ऊपर ही आपकी सभी बॉडी के एंजाइम्स जो है, सभी जो हार्मोन्स है, दे आर एक्टिव, दे हैव ऑप्टिमम टेम्परेचर. सो फॉर द ऑप्टिमल एक्टिविटी ऑफ योर enzymes in the body, for hormones, for everything, okay? So you need an optimum body temperature, that is 37. So if it is decreased, then your body will try to cope up the temperature by causing vasoconstriction, okay, by causing peripheral vasoconstriction and by decreasing the activity of sweat gland. Suppose your body temperature is high, body temperature ज़्यादा हुआ है, say for example 38 degrees Celsius, 39. In that condition, what will happen? So your body will try to decrease your body temperature up to normal. Okay? Now, how it will decrease? So it will cause peripheral vasodilation, cutaneous vasodilation. अ, आपके जो क्यूटेनियस ब्लड वेसल है स्किन के नीचे उसका डायलेशन हो जाएगा ताकि जो आपका इंक्रीज्ड टेम्परेचर है अंदर वो क्या हो सके डिफ्यूज हो सके बाहर एनवायरमेंट में. सो इंक्रीज टेम्परेचर विल डिक्रीज अगेन योर बॉडी विल इंक्रीज द एक्टिविटी ऑफ स्वेट ग्लैंड. स्वेट ग्लैंड का एक्टिविटी बढ़ जाएगा. स्वेट ग्लैंड में एक्टिविटी बढ़ जाने के कारण स्वेटिंग होगा. आपको स्वेटिंग हो गया तो क्या होगा? So obviously that sweating will come on the surface of your skin and that will be evaporated by taking the heat from your body. So that's how your body temperature will be decreased. So you should know the regulation of body temperature, how there is regulation. So body core temperature is measured by different methods. So you can measure a core body temperature or you can measure a simply body temperature by different way. Suppose you are putting a thermometer in your mouth. आपने देखा होगा बहुत सारे डॉक्टर जो है बच्चों का टेम्परेचर कैसे चेक करेंगे तो थर्मामीटर दे माउथ में. ठीक है. सो दैट इज आल्सो बॉडी टेम्परेचर. सम डॉक्टर्स दे विल कीप दैट थर्मामीटर अंडर योर आर्म. ठीक है. आपके बाजू में आपके अंडर आर्म में रखने के लिए बोलेंगे 5 मिनट. सो दैट टेम्परेचर बट मोस्ट एक्यूरेट बॉडी टेम्परेचर कैन बी मेजर्ड बाय इंसर्टिंग दैट thermometer in the rectum. Rectal body temperature is the most accurate body temperature. You have to remember. So core body temperature is measured more accurately as a rectal temperature. And what is the normal rectal temperature or what is the normal body temperature? 37.1 to 38 point, okay, 37.1 to sorry 36.1 to 37.8. This is the normal body temperature. Okay. Now if it is increased or decreased, that is known as a pathological condition. Now if suppose it is increased, so what will happen? Your body will try to bring down, increase the body temperature up to normal. Or suppose it is decreased than normal, what will it do? Your body will try to increase the body temperature up to the normal. Okay. Now this is known as a temperature regulation mechanism. So you should know यहाँ पे एक टेम्परेचर रेगुलेटिंग सेंटर होता है आपके हाइपोथैलेमस. What is meant by hyperpyrexia? So increase the core temperature than normal. So if your body temperature is up to 41 degrees Celsius, it is known as a hyperpyrexia. Pyrexia means temperature. Hyper means more. So hyperpyrexia means increased body temperature. Fever. आप common language में उसको बोलते हैं fever, right? So known as hyperpyrexia. Now this hyperpyrexia normally it is decreased by your body's mechanism or simply by using drugs. But if it is hyperpyrexia is more, suppose if it is a 41 degrees Celsius and if the temperature is remaining for some time, so what will happen? That increased temperature will act on your brain, so that results in the convulsions. So that is a fatal hyperpyrexia. That is body core temperature is 41 degrees Celsius. It may result in the fatality. ये आपको मार देगा. ठीक है. अगर 41 डिग्री सेल्सियस टेम्परेचर है आपकी बॉडी का तो आपको इमीडिएटली उसको क्या करना है? You have to decrease the body temperature by using either wiping the whole body of patient by using a wet cloth. ठीक है. कपड़ा लेने का एक ठंडे पानी में वो कपड़ा भिगोने का पूरा बॉडी उसको वाइप करने का है ताकि बॉडी टेम्परेचर कम हो सके. उसके बहुत सारे पानी की पट्टी भी उसके माथे पे लगाना चाहिए and immediately you have to take paracetamol. Right? So it will decrease the body temperature. Hyperthermia, body temperature more than 41 degrees Celsius, that is a fatality that leads to fatal. It is a fatal in nature and it causes the convulsion, it causes the seizures, convulsion and then coma and death. So, body temperature is controlled by two mechanisms. तो आपको मालूम चाहिए body temperature कैसे कंट्रोल होता है. So body temperature is controlled by two mechanisms. First, cutaneous vasodilation. आपका जो cutaneous blood vessel होता है, cutaneous vasodilation and increase in the sweat gland activity. So if your body temperature is increased than normal, so your body will try to bring down the temperature up to normal by cutaneous vasodilation and increase in the sweat gland activity. आपके ब्लड वेसल जो है cutaneous स्किन के नीचे वो डायलेट हो जाएंगे और आपका स्वेट ग्लैंड का एक्टिविटी जो है ना वो बढ़ जाएगा. cutaneous blood vessel डायलेट हो गए तो क्या होगा? So that will increase the heat exchange. Okay? That will increase the heat exchange. स्वेट ग्लैंड का एक्टिविटी क्या होगा? डिक्रीज हो जाएगा. क्यों? क्योंकि आपको हीट प्रिजर्व करना है बॉडी में. ठीक है. कम हो चुका है बॉडी का हीट टेम्परेचर कम हो चुका है, आपको प्रिजर्व करना है. So your body will try to maintain your body temperature. Right? So hyperpyrexia means what? Increased body temperature than normal condition. Suppose if your body temperature is 41 degrees Celsius, that is a fatal in nature and that can cause convulsions. Okay, convulsions. You may die. So that is a fatal. Now antibiotics means these are the drug which decreases the elevated body temperature, right? Elevated body temperature. Now what do you mean by inflammation? We'll try to understand what is meant by pain first and why there is a pain. So there are certain chemicals in your body. There are certain endogenous chemicals known as these pain sensitizers. They are known as a pain sensitizer. For example, your prostaglandin is there, leukotrienes are there. So these chemicals they are released upon the tissue damage or upon the they are not released, they are synthesized upon tissue damage. Okay, prostaglandins. What will it do? Prostaglandin क्या करेगा? If there is increased prostaglandin in your body, what will happen? So they increases the sensitivity of nerve ending. जो nerve ending होते हैं आपके उसकी sensitivity को increase करता है for the pain. Okay, and that's why they call it the pain sensation. And these NSAIDs drug they inhibit the formation of these endogenous इनको inflammatory chemical जो होते हैं उनको इनको फॉर्म नहीं होने देंगे. जस्ट मैं इसको एक दूसरी तरकीब है मेरे पास. आई विल जस्ट वेट. आई होप यू आर एबल टू सी. दिख रहा है आपको? So what do you mean by analgesic antibiotic? We have already seen how there is a regulation of your body temperature. So see that. Hyperpyrexia means what? Hyperpyrexia म्हणजे काय? So increase the body temperature known as hyperpyrexia. Or simply in your language it is known as a fever. ना उसको fever भी बोलते हैं. Hyperpyrexia. That is nothing but fever. Hyperpyrexia or fever. So normally if your body core temperature is increased by 41 degrees Celsius, it may result in the fatality. That result in the convulsion normally. आपको epilepsy आ जाएगा उसमें. And body temperature is controlled by two mechanisms. Okay, what are these two mechanisms? First, suppose that your body temperature is okay, increased than normal. आपके body का temperature ज़्यादा है, आपको fever है. So what will happen? Your body will try to do decrease that body temperature. Body will try to manage that body temperature up to normal. So how it will decrease? Increase the body temperature. आपकी body खुद की body कम करेगी. First of all, body का temperature बढ़ गया तो आपकी खुद की body ही कम करने का try करेगी. How? First, it will cause cutaneous vasodilation. आपका जो skin के नीचे जो blood vessels है cutaneous, so it will be dilated, and that will increase that will cause heat exchange. वो से heat exchange हो जाएगा आपका, ठीक है. And increase in the sweat gland activity. Cutaneous vasodilation है उसकी वजह से heat exchange हो जाएगा and your body's heat will be exchanged with the external environment. Okay? Due to cutaneous vasodilation, you will feel a warm sensation आ जाएगा आपको, गरम sensation, और उसकी वजह से heat exchange हो सकता है. Okay? Then second, increase in the activity of sweat gland. So there is an increased production of sweat. So sweat is nothing but it is a water and salt. So increase the sweat that will come on your skin and it will take the heat, increase the heat of your body and it will get vaporized. So that's how it will bring down your body temperature by decreasing the body temperature. Okay? It is done by through parasympathetic cholinergic nerve fibers. Increasing the body temperature is brought about by hypothalamus, which reduces the heat loss by peripheral vasoconstriction. Suppose आपके बॉडी में टेम्परेचर कम है देन नॉर्मल. नॉर्मल कितना होता है 37.1 to 37.8. So if body temperature is less than this, what will happen? So hypothalamus will cause vasoconstriction, that is a cutaneous vasoconstriction, okay, and decrease in the activity of sweat gland plus increase in the heat production by inducing the shivering. आपको देखो, आपको अगर ठंड लग रही है तो कैसे होता है आपका शिवरिंग होता है. शिवरिंग, ठीक है. शिवरिंग मतलब आपके पूरे जो स्वेट ग्लैंड है, जो बाल है आपकी स्किन के ऊपर, वो इरेक्ट होते हैं, वो खड़े हो जाते हैं. दैट इज शिवरिंग. ओके. सो इफ देयर इज डिक्रीज्ड बॉडी टेम्परेचर, So your body will try to bring it up to the normal. Your body will increase the production of heat. Your body will decrease the loss of heat by cutaneous vasoconstriction and decrease in the sweat gland activity and by inducing the shivering. If your body temperature is increased than normal, so your body will cause cutaneous vasodilation and increase the activity of cilium. That's how your body will try to manage the heat increase or decrease heat up to the normal. Okay, we'll see the next. You can see over here temperature regulation mechanism. So what's that? So if your temperature is increased, if your body temperature is increased, what will happen? So that is there is one center in the hypothalamus known as a temperature regulating center. यहाँ पे आपके hypothalamus में क्या आता है? Temperature regulating center होता है. Temperature regulating center. So that will recognize that there is an increase in the body temperature. Now if it is increased, what will happen? The hypothalamus will come immediately. So there is a temperature reduction mechanism will start. Temperature reduction mechanism will start. Okay. Now how body will decrease the temperature? First by sweat gland. It will increase the activity of sweat gland and therefore there is a transpiration. So this hypothalamus will regulate this through a cholinergic neurons of sympathetic division. Cholinergic neurons of sympathetic division. Again, there will be vasodilation, cutaneous vasodilation, and transpiration. This increase the sweat formation. So if there is a increased body temperature than normal, तो आपका ये mechanism चालू हो जाएगा. Sweat gland activity बढ़ा देगा, sweat produce कर देगा, cutaneous vasodilation हो जाएगा. ठीक है? If there is a decreased body temperature than normal, क्या होगा? So it will start this mechanism, temperature generation mechanism. So your body will try to increase the body temperature. अगर बहुत ज़्यादा टेम्परेचर है आपको तो वो बॉडी क्या करेगी? कम करने का ट्राई करेगी. कैसे? बाय दिस टू मैकेनिज्म. ओके, अगर बॉडी टेम्परेचर ऑलरेडी कम है देन नॉर्मल, तो बॉडी विल ट्राई टू प्रोड्यूस और बॉडी विल ट्राई टू इंक्रीज बाय दिस मैकेनिज्म. अगेन इट इज डन बाय न्यूरो. ओके, इट इज डन बाय noradrenergic neuron in the sympathetic nervous system. So it causes the vasoconstriction that prevent the heat loss. Vasoconstriction होगा मतलब cutaneous vasoconstriction. So cutaneous vasoconstriction will decrease the heat loss and there is increased heat production. Okay, so that the body temperature will be make up to the normal. And okay, and this is done by breakdown of this adipose tissue lipids, breakdown of lipids. And somatic muscles, they will cause shivering. Somatic muscles, they will leads to shivering. Okay? Shivering to a body temperature increases. That's how your body will try to manage your body temperature, increased or decreased. Okay? Are you getting or not? समझ रहे आपको? Okay. Now, what do you mean by pyrogens? So these are the bacterial byproduct. They are metabolic product of bacteria. So chemically they are the lipopolysaccharide. इसके ऊपर क्वेश्चन आता है, इसके ऊपर आ चुका है. Chemically these pyrogens are nothing but the lipopolysaccharide. Okay, they are the lipopolysaccharide. If you are not able to see, तो सब मुझे बोलो कि मैं पढ़ाता हूँ उसको. अभी दिख रहा है आपको? So what is meant by pyrogens? These are the bacterial metabolic product. Chemically they are the lipopolysaccharide. Now they activate the mononuclear phagocytes. They activate the mononuclear phagocyte. Phagocytic cell जो होता है उसको वो activate कर देता है. And these phagocytic cells will release this chemical interleukin 1. Interleukin 1, known as the interleukin 1 or IL-1. So these pyrogens, they will interact with the mononuclear phagocytic cells in your body. Okay, they will increase the production of interleukin 1 and tumor necrotic factor, tumor necrosis factor, TNF. And this TNF act on a vascular endothelium, blood vessel का inner layer जो था vascular endothelium, stimulate the local synthesis of prostaglandin. It will increase the synthesis of prostaglandin, particularly PGE, prostaglandin E, which causes the fever and anorexia. Fever करता है prostaglandin. Okay. Now these pyrogens, they interact in your brain with the COX-3, COX-3. आएगा बाद में COX-3. These pyrogens, they interact with the COX-3 enzyme in the brain and they activate the mononuclear phagocyte to release the interleukin. Interleukin is again chemical, inflammatory chemical, and tumor necrotic factor (TNF) is also endogenous chemical responsible for the pain and inflammation. Now this TNF act on vascular endothelium to synthesize a prostaglandins, particularly PGE, which causes fever and anorexia. Now, inflammation क्या है? Inflammation is nothing but it is a reaction to the living tissue, to the injury. It is a normal reaction of your body. If there is a tissue injury, what will happen? There is inflammation. Okay. So inflammation is nothing but the reaction in the living tissue to the injury. There are three aspects of inflammation. That is for measurement. There are three aspects of inflammation. क्या क्या होता है inflammation होने के बाद? तो इरिदिमा होता है. क्या होता है? Erythema. Erythema means local vasodilation is there. So due to local vasodilation, what will happen? There is a redness on your skin. Erythema मतलब क्या? Local vasodilation, redness. Then edema means what? Increased vascular permeability. आपके blood vessel का जो permeability है, मतलब आपके blood vessel के अंदर blood है, बाहर नहीं है. तो blood vessel का permeability बढ़ जाएगा और अंदर का जो plasma है वो बाहर आ जाएगा. So there is an increased vascular permeability, and that leads to accumulation of this fluid in the tissue that causes swelling, known as edema or oedema. दोनों बोलते हैं. So edema, and then formation of granulation tissue. So these three are the aspects of your inflammation. Inflammation में ये तीन चीजें आएंगी. Erythema, edema, and formation of granulation tissue. Mechanism of NSAID, how they will act. Mechanism of NSAID. During the inflammation, pain and fever. है ना, during the inflammation, pain and fever. जैसे आप मान लीजिए दोस्त होते कि मैं GPAT क्वालिफाई करूँगा, उसका कॉन्फिडेंस है. फाइनली उसने कर लिया, है ना, फाइनली उसने GPAT क्वालिफाई कर लिया. और बाद में क्या बोलते हैं, उसका दोस्त बताए त्याला एक दलिंदर दोस्त असतो, वो दोस्त बोलता है चल पार्टी दे दी. फिर वो पार्टी को जाते, ठीक है, पार्टी पे गए, वहाँ पे फिर नॉन वेज वगैरह का प्रोग्राम बनता है, अच्छे से जोक वगैरह होते हैं, फिर वो सब बातचीत वगैरह कुछ ना कुछ पीते हैं, ठीक है. बाइक होती है उनके पास, बाइक लेके आते, तो सपोज वो फिसल गए रास्ते पे. अभी मुझे मारने का तो मूड नहीं आपको, लेकिन आपको थोड़ा सा स्क्रैच हो गया कहीं घुटने पे. तो क्या होगा? सो व्हेनेवर देयर इज डैमेज टू योर स्किन और व्हेनेवर देयर इज डैमेज टू योर tissue, what will happen? So there is a damage to your membrane, cell membrane. Okay, and from that cell membrane there is a release of one acid known as arachidonic acid. Okay, now while discussing our biochemistry of lipid, at that time I have told you what is arachidonic acid. Tell me, arachidonic acid is what is arachidonic acid from the following? Option A, essential fatty acid. Option B, non-essential fatty acid. Option C, semi-essential fatty acid. Option D, steroidal fatty acid. Yes, anybody? कोई मुझे बोलेगा कि एराजिडोनिक एसिड क्या है? आपने देखा है बायोकेमिस्ट्री ऑफ लिपिड्स में, उस टाइम पे मैंने चिल्ला के बोला था आपको कि एराजिडोनिक एसिड क्या है. ऑप्शन ए क्या है? ऑप्शन ए इसेंशियल फैटी एसिड. ऑप्शन बी क्या है? नॉन इसेंशियल फैटी एसिड. ऑप्शन सी क्या है? सेमी इसेंशियल फैटी एसिड. ऑप्शन डी क्या है? स्टेरॉइडल फैटी एसिड. कौन सा है बोलो फटाफट. यस, एनीबॉडी? ओके, गलत. एराजिडोनिक एसिड इज अ सेमी इसेंशियल फैटी एसिड. एराजिडोनिक एसिड इज अ सेमी इसेंशियल फैटी एसिड. उस टाइम पे मैंने बोला था बिकॉज एराजिडोनिक एसिड इन द बॉडी इट इज फॉर्म्ड फ्रॉम लिनोलेनिक एसिड. ओके, सो लिनोलेनिक एसिड इज अ इसेंशियल. Why arachidonic acid is known as a semi-essential? इसको semi-essential क्यों बोलते हैं? Semi-essential. Why it is known as semi-essential? Because this arachidonic acid is synthesized from linolenic acid. Okay, so when linoleic acid is present in your body, so at that time this arachidonic acid become non-essential. Okay, at that time arachidonic acid become non-essential. When linolenic acid is not there in your body, if there is a deficiency of linolenic acid in your body, so at that time this arachidonic acid become essential. That's why it is known as a semi-essential. Okay? याद रखना आपको, arachidonic acid is 20 carbon containing fatty acid. Okay, it is mostly a component of plasma membrane. सेल मेम्ब्रेन का ये कंपोनेंट होता है. Now, during the inflammation, pain and fever, arachidonic acid is liberated from the phospholipid fraction of your cell membrane. Now, arachidonic acid is converted via cyclooxygenase pathway, COX1, COX2, COX3 into the prostaglandins. Okay, on the one hand. On the other hand, it is converted into leukotrienes. I will explain that in upcoming slides. Now, arachidonic acid is converted to prostaglandins by COX1 and COX2, known as a or COX3, known as the cyclooxygenase pathway. Is known as the cyclooxygenase pathway. Cyclooxygenase pathway. Right? Now, there is an increased production of prostaglandins. Now, these prostaglandins will sensitize the blood vessel. ये क्या करते हैं? Prostaglandins will increase the permeability of blood vessels. Permeability of blood vessel बढ़ देगा आपका, ताकि अंदर का जो फ्लूइड है वो बाहर आ जाए. सेल्स नहीं आते, ब्लड सेल्स नहीं आते, लेकिन बाकी जो प्लाज्मा वगैरह, प्लाज्मा कंपाउंड, so it will be leaked from the blood vessel. That causes edema. Okay? Now these prostaglandins they sensitizes the nerve ending, peripheral nerve ending को ये क्या करते हैं? Stimulate करता है, and that's how they increase the pain. Okay? Again, and they also increase the sensitivity of cell towards the other inflammatory mediators, which increase the permeability of blood cell, causes edema, swelling, and pain. That's how there is the inflammation. Now there are three types of COX cyclooxygenase. कितना टाइप होता है? 3 टाइप. आपको इम्पोर्टेंट है, ये बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है, 2-3 बार क्वेश्चन आ चुका है इसका. So there are 3 COX: COX1, COX2, and COX3. So COX1 is there, COX2 is there, and COX3 is there. Right? So what do you mean by COX? COX is nothing but the cyclooxygenase. Okay, cyclooxygenase. Okay. So COX1 activity कहाँ पे होता है? Where is the COX1 activity? So COX1 activity is present in the nearby all cell type. सभी cells में क्या होता है? ये COX1 होता है. COX1 activity is in the all cells. Okay. So it is a constitutive enzyme. Constitutive enzyme. इसके ऊपर क्वेश्चन आ चुका है. It is a constitutive enzyme. It has a housekeeping function and it is involved in the tissue hemostasis. तीनों पॉइंट इंपॉर्टेंट है. देखो COX1 क्या है? COX मतलब क्या? साइक्लोऑक्सीजनेस. तो इसके आइसोटाइप होते हैं. There are 3 isotypes or isoenzymes of COX. Okay, cyclooxygenase. So COX1 is there, COX2 is there, and COX3 is there. COX1 का आप होता है almost in the all tissues. COX1 is present in the all cells and tissues. Now COX1 is involved in the housekeeping function. It has a housekeeping function. Housekeeping मतलब क्या? ये आपके घर को अच्छे से रख देगा. घर मतलब क्या? आपकी बॉडी. ये बॉडी को अच्छा रखता है. क्यों? जैसे आपको कोई डैमेज होता है, जैसे मैंने बोला कि आप गाड़ी में से फिसल गए, आपको हो गई इंजरी, तो आप क्या बोलते हो? थोड़ा सा ही लगा है, मुझे कुछ नहीं हुआ, ये 2-4 दिन में नीट हो जाएगा, आपको क्लियर हो जाएगा. क्यों होता है क्लियर? बिकॉज ऑफ दिस COX1. COX1 causes the whenever there is injury, there is the release of arachidonic acid that is converted into prostaglandin, inflammation, pain will be there, and there is a tissue repair. Okay, that is done by COX1. COX1 is a constitutive enzyme. क्या होता है? constitutive. यहाँ पे constitutive लिखा है मैंने, ये इसका सेंटेंस की वजह से. So it is a constitutive enzyme and it is present in the all tissue and it is involved in the tissue hemostasis. Tissue hemostasis मतलब क्या? जैसे hemostasis मतलब क्या? नॉर्मल रखना. अगर आपकी टिश्यू कोई इंजरी हो गया है तो उसको खराब हो गया है तो वो उसको निकाल देगा, वहां से रिपेयर करेगा. राइट? So COX1 has a housekeeping function. It is involved in the tissue hemostasis. It is a constitutive enzyme. ये 3 पॉइंट याद रखो, इसके ऊपर एक बार क्वेश्चन आ चुका है. नाउ ठीक है, क्वेश्चन तो COX2 के ऊपर भी आ चुका है. What is COX2? So again it is a second isoenzyme for cyclooxygenase, COX2. Now its activity is normally absent in the cell. Normally इसका activity सेल में absent होता है. So activity of COX2 is normally absent. But it is present in the kidney and brain. इसका kidney में होता है, brain में होता है normally. Its activity is increased in case of inflammation and it is inducible enzyme. इसके ऊपर क्वेश्चन आ चुका है. Which of the following COX is inducible? COX1, COX2, COX3. COX2 is inducible. COX1 is a constitutive enzyme and it is a housekeeping function. ये क्वेश्चन आ चुका है. Now COX2 activity is increased in case of inflammation and pain. जहाँ पे inflammation होता है, जहाँ पे pain होता है, ठीक है. So it is inducible by bacterial lipopolysaccharide, that is the pyrogens and inflammatory chemicals like interleukin-2 and tumor necrotic factor. जहाँ पे भी inflammation आएगा, जहाँ पे भी inflammation होगा, ये इसका activity बढ़ जाएगा, है ना. pyrogen भी इसका activity बढ़ाते हैं. Interleukin-2, tumor necrotic factors, these endogenous chemicals, they will increase the activity of this COX-2, okay, in the lymphocytes and other inflammatory cells. That's why COX-2 is inducible and COX-1 is a physiological. COX-2 is a pathological. Okay. Most of the NSAIDs, they inhibit the COX-1 or simply COX non-selectively. कैसे? Non-selectively. Most of the NSAIDs, they inhibit the COX non-selectively. Non-selectively. And that's why COX-1 तो क्या है? अपने काम का है. It has a housekeeping function. It is a physiological enzyme. ये काम का है तो इसको inhibit किया तो क्या होगा? And that's why most of the traditional NSAIDs, they has a adverse effect. क्या है? It adverse effect है ना? That's why selective COX-2 inhibition. COX-2 is there in case of inflammation. इसका activity कब बढ़ता है? Inflammation में बढ़ता है. तो इसको inhibit किया तो that is beneficial. That's why selective COX-2 inhibitor, they are more useful in the pain and inflammation, but they also have certain adverse effect. Okay. Now, okay. Are you getting or not? COX-1, COX-2 समझ आया? समझ आएगा? आवाज येत आहे का व्यवस्थित? Now COX-3. COX-3 activity is normally seen in the brain. COX-3 is present in the brain, okay, and responsible for the temperature regulation, not regulation, increase in the body temperature. Okay. So COX-3 क्या है? ब्रेन में होता है एंड ये क्या करता है? आपका बॉडी का टेम्परेचर बढ़ाता है. क्यों बढ़ाता है भाई? उसको क्या काम नहीं है? सन की है क्या वो? So when pyrogens, so these lipopolysaccharides, they are present in the brain. वो क्या करते हैं? They activate this COX-3. So you can say COX-3 is a receptor for this pyrogens. Pyrogens के लिए receptor होता है. They increase the activity of COX-3 in the brain and responsible for the increase in the body temperature. Now, selective COX-3 inhibitor. ठीक है, इसके ऊपर 3 बार क्वेश्चन आ चुका है. Which drug is a selective COX-3 inhibitor? Paracetamol is a selective COX-3 inhibitor. Paracetamol जो होता है आपका simple drug, it is a selective COX-3 inhibitor. जो कॉक्सिब होते हैं, सिलेकॉक्सिब, रेफोक्सिब, पैराकॉक्सिब, इट्रोकॉक्सिब, they are known as a selective COX-2 inhibitor. बाकी जो NSAIDs होते हैं वो क्या है? नॉन सिलेक्टिव COX inhibitor. बाकी NSAID जो होते हैं नॉन सिलेक्टिव होते हैं. COX-2 सिलेक्टिव COX-2 inhibitor कौन से? कॉक्सिब्स. एंड COX-3 सिलेक्टिव कौन है? पैरासिटामोल. तो यहाँ पे आपको क्लियर होना चाहिए. तो रिमेंबर देयर आर 3 isoenzymes फॉर साइक्लोऑक्सीनेज. COX-1, COX-2, COX-3. COX-1 क्या है? It is a constitutive enzyme involved in the tissue repair and it is having housekeeping function. COX-2 क्या है? It is a inducible. It is a inducible. Okay, and it is in its activity is increased or its production is increased by in lipopolysaccharides, interleukin and tumor necrotic. COX-3 क्या है? So responsible for the increase in the body temperature in the brain. Okay, now we'll see the next. Now whenever there is injury, मैंने ऐसे बोला है कि आप अगर आप डांस कर रहे हो, गणपति में डांस कर रहे हो, जिप बाहर निकल के बजाओ, ठीक है, या फिर आप डांडिया खेल रहे हो, क्या होगा आपका? कभी कभी ज़्यादा एक्साइटमेंट में आप नीचे दिखते नहीं आपको और आप गिर जाते हो, ठीक है, तो आपको इंजरी हो जाएगी. whenever there is injury to your cells or tissue or organ, what happens? There is a damage to your cell membrane. Cell membrane is made up of phospholipids. Cell membrane is made up of phospholipids. Cell membrane is made up of phospholipids. So membrane phospholipids. So if there is an injury, what will happen? So your body will release this enzyme known as a phospholipase A2. क्या है? PLPA2. PLPA2 मतलब का क्या है? Phospholipase A2. Phospholipase A2. अभी phospholipase A2 इसका नाम है. Lipase मतलब क्या है? So those enzyme which will break down the lipid. अभी कौन सा lipid? Phospholipase. Phospholipid को break down करने वाला ये enzyme. So its activity is increasing. जैसे आपको इंजरी होगा, ये phospholipid lipase A2 enzyme क्या होगा? Secrete होगा. So it will digest the phospholipids and it will convert phospholipid into this arachidonic acid. Right? Arachidonic acid. Now arachidonic acid has a 2 fate. इसके नसीब में 2 चीजें लगी है. ठीक है, पहले तो क्या है कि आपका इंजरी हो गया, फॉस्फोलिपिड आपका सेल मेम्ब्रेन डैमेज हो गया, तो वहाँ पे फॉस्फोलाइपेज A2 का एक्टिविटी बढ़ जाएगा. जैसे ही इसका एक्टिविटी बढ़ा, तो जैसे ही फॉस्फोलाइपेज A2 आ गया खेलने, वो क्या करेगा? वो करता है, it will digest the phospholipid and it will convert phospholipid into arachidonic acid. So arachidonic acid बनाएगा. Okay, so once arachidonic acid is there, तो इसके नसीब में 2 चीजें लगी. पहला तो क्या है? पहला देखिए, so arachidonic acid is converted into prostaglandins. It it's converted to prostaglandins, that is PG, G2, H2, like where PG, prostaglandin G and D2, prostaglandin E2, prostaglandin F2 alpha, right? Then prostaglandin I2, then thromboxane A2. So first this arachidonic acid is converted into, okay, first मतलब पहला step नहीं है, simultaneously भी होता है. So arachidonic acid is converted into, on the one hand, into prostaglandins. These prostaglandins, they will increase the pain sensation, they will cause inflammation, swelling, edema. Okay, so arachidonic acid is converted into prostaglandins, and these, okay, they will cause pain, inflammation, edema, increase the vascular permeability, okay, and platelet aggregation. You can contain platelet aggregation because of this thromboxane A2. We are already seen in the uh, that anticoagulant chapter. Thromboxane A2 has a role in the platelet aggregation. Prostaglandin I2 is also having role in the prostaglandin I2 also having role in the platelet aggregation. So ये क्या करेंगे, platelet aggregation करेंगे, thrombus form करेंगे. Okay, they will do inflammation, pain and edema. Okay, now this is known as cyclooxygenase pathway. So क्या बोलेंगे, cyclooxygenase pathway. So arachidonic acid released from phospholipid bilayer, that is converted into prostaglandin by COX pathway, cyclooxygenase pathway. These will cause inflammation, pain and arachidonic acid. On the other hand, it is converted into leukotrienes. It is converted to leukotrienes, LTA4, or leukotrienes by the pathway known as the lipoxygenase, or the 5-lipoxygenase. ये जो एंजाइम होता है LOX, COX मतलब cyclooxygenase, LOX मतलब lipoxygenase. So arachidonic acid is converted to leukotrienes by lipoxygenase. These leukotrienes, like for example LTB4, is the chemotactic in nature, LTC4, D4, E4. So these leukotrienes, they will act on their own receptor with the receptor. Most of these leukotriene receptors are present in the bronchial smoke. Bronchial smoke. They will interact with these leukotrienes, will interact with the bronchial smoke and they will cause bronchoconstriction. ठीक है, याद समझ में आ रहा है आपको? Yes or no? Okay. So there are two kind of drug they can be, they will act on this pathway. Okay. So first, arachidonic acid is converted to prostaglandin, that is inhibited by NSAIDs. NSAID, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. So they inhibit the COX. Some drug they inhibit the non-selectively COX1 and COX2. Some drug inhibit selectively only COX2. Some drug inhibit the COX3. Okay. So we are going to see the classification. But remember, so NSAIDs will inhibit the cyclooxygenase pathway. Okay. Now, because this pathway is responsible for the pain and inflammation. ये यहाँ पे क्या होगा, pain होगा, inflammation होगा, swelling होगा. Okay? Now this pathway, arachidonic acid is converted to leukotrienes and by LOX pathway, lipoxygenase pathway, that leads to formation of leukotrienes, and leukotrienes causes the bronchoconstriction and asthma. Okay? So drugs which blocks this pathway, they are used as an analgesic, antipyretic and anti-inflammatory. Drugs which block this pathway, they are useful in the asthma. So drugs which blocks this COX pathway, they are analgesic, antibiotic and NSAIDs. Okay? Drugs those blocks this pathway known as an anti-asthmatic drug. Okay? So पहला देखो, first enzyme कौन सा है, phospholipase A2. So phospholipase A2 क्या करता है, there is a phospholipase A2 will break down these phospholipids and convert into arachidonic acid. That is blocked by these steroids. So steroidal analgesic drug होते हैं, steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. So for example, your triamcinolone, prednisolone, betamethasone, dexamethasone. Okay. So जो steroid होते हैं, steroids they block this phospholipase A2. Mechanism के ऊपर question आ चुका है इसके. Steroids they exert their anti-inflammatory activity by blocking this phospholipase A2. Okay. First, you can block this. Okay. But steroidal drug has an adverse effect, so that's why they are not commonly used. They are only used in the extreme cases. ये जब chronic condition है या फिर दूसरा कोई alternative नहीं है, so in that condition you have to use steroid. Second pathway, so you can block the conversion of arachidonic acid into prostaglandin by inhibiting this COX. So NSAIDs they inhibit the COX. Okay? Either selectively COX1, either non-selectively COX1, COX2, either selectively COX2 or either selectively COX-3. Now third pathway, you can block this LOX, lipoxygenase, 5-lipoxygenase, that is blocked by xylitol. Okay, xylitol. So this is a drug used in the asthma. xylitol में इसको यूज करते हैं, xylitol asthma allergy also. Okay, so lipoxygenase inhibitor, xylitol, इसके ऊपर भी क्वेश्चन आ चुका है, mechanism of action of xylitol. So when we see asthma at the time also I will explain same thing. Okay, but यहाँ पे आता है steroids they inhibit the phospholipase A2, NSAID inhibit the COX, xylitol inhibit the LOX, and again, so if you cannot inhibit this, so if there is a final production of this leukotrienes, they will act on their receptor known as a cysteine leukotriene receptor. Okay, and there are certain drugs known as a CAST, montelukast, zapirlukast. These drugs they inhibit this receptor. They are known as a leukotriene receptor antagonist. So this montelukast, zapirlukast, okay, xylitol, montelukast, zapirlukast. These drugs they are used in the asthma as well as in the allergic condition, as well as in the allergic condition. Allergic condition मतलब वही आपका and anaphylaxis. So these drugs they are used in the allergic condition as well as asthma. Okay, to prevent the bronchoconstriction. Is that clear? Now you can see the classification of Nsaids. Classification of Nsaids. Now these drugs they are classified depending upon different type. इनको classify अपन अलग अलग तरीके से कर सकते हैं. Non-steroidal anti-inflammatory they are can be classified into different type depending upon their mechanism of action. Okay, so first depending upon their mechanism of action they can be classified. Okay, non-selective COX inhibitor, selective COX-2 inhibitor, preferential COX-2 inhibitor. Okay, analgesic, antipyretic with less anti-inflammatory activity. Okay, again these drugs can be classified into second type. They can be classified depending on their chemical nature. Chemistry से भी classify कर सकते हैं कि उसमें कौन सा रहेंगे. They can be classified in different way. So first we'll see non-selective COX inhibitor. Non-selective COX inhibitor means what? They will inhibit COX-1 as well as COX-2. COX-1 as well as COX-2. Okay. So non-selective they will inhibit COX-1 as well as COX-2. Okay. Non-selective they are not selective in reaction. Okay. Now in that you have different classes. So for example on the chemical basis, salicylate. Salicylate means these are the salicylic acid derivative. Okay, acetyl salicylic acid, salicylic acid derivative. उसमें एग्जांपल क्या आएगा आपका एस्पिरिन. एस्पिरिन को क्या बोलते हैं अपन? एसिटिल सैलिसिलिक एसिड, ASA. तो एसिटिल सैलिसिलिक एसिड और ASA. इसके में इसमें और आएगा मिथाइल सैलिसिलेट. ओके, मिथाइल सैलिसिलेट डाइफ्लूनिसाल. ओके, मिथाइल सैलिसिलेट डाइफ्लूनिसाल बेनोइलेट. ओके, so they are the salicylate derivative. Aspirin known as acetyl salicylic acid, then methyl salicylate, then diflunisal. Okay, so they are nothing but salicylate. Now next होता है प्रोपेनिक एसिड डेरिवेटिव. प्रोपेनिक एसिड डेरिवेटिव. So in that classification important है. इसमें सभी एक टर्म आएगा फेन. So ibuprofen. आइबो मतलब यहाँ पे ब्यूटाइल है, आइसोब्यूटाइल ग्रुप होता है. आइबो मतलब आइसोब्यूटाइल ग्रुप, प्रो मतलब प्रोपाइल ग्रुप. प्रोपेनिक एसिड, ibuprofen, isobutyl derivative of propane, ibuprofen, then naproxen, okay, then ketoprofen and flurbiprofen. So these are the propanic acid derivative. Pain आएगा, zen and pain. So ibuprofen, naproxen, ketoprofen, flurbiprofen. So out of that, this flurbiprofen is known as a ocular anti-inflammatory. So क्या बोलते हैं? Ocular anti-inflammatory. इसको ocular anti-inflammatory drug बोलते हैं because it is used in the ocular. It is used for the its ocular anti-inflammatory effect. इसके ऊपर भी क्वेश्चन एक बार आ चुका है. Flurbiprofen is known as a ocular anti-inflammatory. Third category in the non-selective phenamate, or they are also known as phenomic acid derivative. Phenamate or phenomic acid derivative. इसमें आएगा mefenamic acid and fluphenamic acid, दो है. And most of these they are used for the dysmenorrhea, amenorrhea and dysmenorrhea in the girls. Mefenamic acid and fluphenamic acid, they are the phenomic acid derivative. Okay. Then enolic acid derivative. Enolic acid और इसको बोलते हैं phenyl acetic acid derivative. Enolic acid derivative or phenyl acetic acid derivative. In that you have pyroxicam, meloxicam, tenoxicam. PMT, पुणे म्युनिसिपल ट्रांसपोर्टेशन है ना, पुणे म्युनिसिपल ट्रांसपोर्टेशन PMT. So meloxicam, pyroxicam, tenoxicam. Okay. So they are the enolic acid derivative. Next आता है आपका acetic acid derivative. acetic acid derivative इसमें आएगा कीटोडोलैक, इंडोमिथासिन, नैबुमेटोन, इसमें डाइक्लोफेनाक भी आता है. बट डाइक्लोफेनाक का क्लास यहाँ पे प्रिपरेशन में दिया है तो वहाँ पे डिस्कस कर लेंगे. बट डाइक्लोफेनाक इज अराइल एसिटिक एसिड डेरिवेटिव. देन नेक्स्ट आता है पायराजोलोन डेरिवेटिव. पायराजोल न्यूक्लियस लाइक एसिड, पायराजोलोन डेरिवेटिव. So in that zone आएगा zone phenylbutazone, oxyphenbutazone, phenylbutazone and oxyphen. So oxyphenbutazone is a active metabolite of phenylbutazone. oxyphenbutazone क्या है, इसका ही एक्टिव मेटाबोलाइट है. नैबोमेटोन क्या है, इट इज अ प्रो ड्रग. ये हो गया नॉन सिलेक्टिव कॉक्स इनहिबिटर. नाउ सिलेक्टिव प्रेफरेंशियल कॉक्स इनहिबिटर जीपैट 2021 में क्वेश्चन आ चुका है आपको. प्रेफरेंशियल कॉक्स 2 इनहिबिटर जीपैट 2021 में क्वेश्चन क्या था, फॉलोइंग ड्रग्स आर प्रेफरेंशियल कॉक्स 2 इनहिबिटर. तो नॉन सिलेक्टिव में ये सब आएगा आपका सैलिसिलेट, प्रोपेनिक एसिड डेरिवेटिव, फेनामेट, इनोलिक अरेलेस्टिक एसिड डेरिवेटिव, प्रोपेनॉल, कीटोलैक. प्रेफरेंशियल में कौन आएगा, ये देखो निमोसलाइड, डाइक्लोफेनाक, एसिक्लोफेनाक, मेलोक्सिकाम, इटोडोलैक. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय प्रेफरेंशियल कॉक्स 2 इनहिबिटर. यहाँ पे प्रेफरेंशियल कॉक्स 2 इनहिबिटर का मतलब क्या है. तो प्रेफरेंशियल कॉक्स 2 इनहिबिटर मतलब क्या है, so they inhibit the COX-2 more than COX-1. They have more selectivity for the COX-2 than COX-1, but that doesn't mean that they will not inhibit the COX-1. ये COX-1 को भी करते हैं, COX-2 को भी करते हैं, but they has a more affinity towards the COX-2. वो ज्यादा COX-2 को ही इनहिबिट करेंगे, COX-1 को भी करते हैं. ये क्या करेंगे, ये नॉन सेलेक्टिव, मतलब इनको कोई लेन देन नहीं है, दोनों को पकड़ के मारेंगे. नॉन सेलेक्टिव वाले दोनों को पकड़ के मारेंगे. ये क्या है, ये इसका गुस्सा ज्यादा COX-2 के ऊपर ज्यादा होता है प्रेफरेंशियल वाले का. तो ये COX-2 को ज्यादा मारता है, COX-1 को कम मारता है. सो दैट्स व्हाई प्रेफरेंशियल COX-2 इनहिबिटर. सो व्हाट आर दीस, निमोसलाइड इज देयर, निमेसोलाइड, डाइक्लोफेनाक, एसिक्लोफेनाक, मेलोक्सिकाम एंड इटोडोलैक. ये चार जो है ना, ये ऑप्शन में देयर वाज अ क्वेश्चन इन जीपैट 2021 प्रेफरेंशियल COX-2 इनहिबिटर, निमोसलाइड, डाइक्लोफेनाक, एसिक्लोफेनाक एंड मेलोक्सिकाम. ये चार ऑप्शन में, दूसरे का ऑप्शन में. So remember, quick question आ चुका है. Preferential COX-2. Clear? What do you mean by preferential COX-2 inhibitor? समझ में आया? Preferential COX-2 inhibitor मतलब क्या? They will inhibit COX-2 more than COX-1. Now third category, selective COX-2 inhibitor. Selective COX-2 inhibitor. ठीक है? Selective COX-2 inhibitor. Selective COX-2 inhibitor मतलब क्या है? Selective COX-2 inhibitor मतलब क्या है? So they inhibit selectively COX-2 enzyme. Okay? Okay? All the COX-2s. Okay? देखो यहाँ पे COX-2 आएगा. Celecoxib, itrocoxib, paracoxib, valdecoxib, okay? Paracoxib, valdecoxib, itrocoxib, celecoxib, valdecoxib, all these are nothing but selective COX-2 inhibitor. सब में coxib आएगा. यहाँ पे तीन ही क्यों दिए हैं? Because they are mostly used. Others are no more used because they are adverse effect. Okay, they will affect the cardiovascular system. Some of them will produce myocardial infarction. Some of them will produce a stroke. Some of them will produce arrhythmia. Okay? That's why they have not been discussed over. ये तीन याद रखो. सिलेक्टिव COX-2 इनहिबिटर, इसके ऊपर भी 2-3 बार क्वेश्चन आ चुका है. सिलेक्टिव COX-2 इनहिबिटर कौन है? फोर्थ क्लास ऑफ दिस NSAID is nothing but the analgesic antibiotic with poor anti-inflammatory activity. ये क्या है? एनाल्जेसिक है, एंटीबायोटिक है, लेकिन इनको एंटी इंफ्लेमेटरी एक्टिविटी क्या है? कम है. पुअर एंटी इंफ्लेमेटरी एक्टिविटी. सो इन दैट यू हैव पैराअमाइनोफेनॉल डेरिवेटिव, that is known as paracetamol. Para-aminophenol derivative कौन है? पैरास्टामोल. ये क्या है? इसका केमिकल क्लास पैराअमाइनोफेनॉल डेरिवेटिव, पैरास्टामोल. इट इज आल्सो नोन एज एस्टामिनोफेन. इसका सिनोनिम क्या होता है? एस्टामिनोफेन. पैरास्टामोल इज आल्सो नोन एज एस्टामिनोफेन. वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट इट इन अपकमिंग स्लाइड्स. देन नेक्स्ट आता है पायराजोलोन डेरिवेटिव. पायराजोलोन डेरिवेटिव, इन दैट यू आर हैविंग मेटामिजोल व्हिच इज नोन एज डाइपायरॉन, इन प्रोपीफेनाजोन, प्रोपीफेनाजोन. प्रोपीफेनाजोन मतलब ये सैरिडोन का जो टैबलेट होता है, सैरिडोन लो, दूर करो, एडवर्टाइजमेंट आता है. सैरिडोन का टैबलेट में आता है प्रोपीफेनाजोन. और आपको एक अनाल्जिन नाम का टैबलेट है, अनाल्जिन में आता है डाइपायरॉन. दे आर पुअर एंटी इंफ्लेमेटरी, दे आर एनाल्जेसिक बट पुअर एंटी. Then next is a benzo, okay, benzoxazole, okay, benzo benzoxazosine derivative, benzoxazosine derivative, NHRM. So this is the classification of your anti-inflammatory drug. Classification समझ लो सारा ना, classification समझ में आया क्या सबको? Yes, okay, you have to remember. Next we'll see again this classification. You can see over here. So classification of analgesic antibiotic. So first है आपका non-selective COX inhibitor, okay, non-selective COX inhibitor, inhibitor COX1 as well as COX2, and they are also known as, remember, they are also known as traditional NSAIDs, traditional NSAID, or you can say first generation NSAID. इनको ये बोलते हैं फर्स्ट जनरेशन NSAID. तो आपको कंफ्यूज करने के लिए पूछेंगे which of the following is a second generation NSAID. तो आपको तो विकेट गिर जाएगा, ऐसा नहीं. जो नॉन सेलेक्टिव है वही क्या है, ट्रेडिशनल एनएसआईडी बोलते हैं उनको, और उनको ही फर्स्ट जनरेशन बोलते हैं. इसमें आएगा आपको सैलिसिलिक एसिड. सो इन दैट सैलिसिलिक एसिड डेरिवेटिव लाइक एसिटिक सैलिसिलिक एसिड, देन मिथाइल सैलिसिलेट, फ्लोनिसॉल, डाइफ्लोनिसॉल, एक्सेट्रा. In para-aminophylline derivative, in that you have phenacetin and paracetamol. Phenacetin and paracetamol. Okay. So phenacetin was first discovered, and इसका phenacetin का एक्टिव मेटाबोलाइट होता है paracetamol. Paracetamol is the active metabolite of phenacetin, but phenacetin has a numerous adverse effect. That's why it is no more used. It is banned. Phenacetin के ऊपर बैन आ चुका है. So phenacetin is a prodrug of paracetamol. Prodrug of paracetamol. और भी एक होता है इसका बेनोइरिल. बेनोइरिल is a prodrug of paracetamol as well as aspirin. क्योंकि बेनोइरिल में क्या होता है, दो होता है, paracetamol होता है and aspirin होता है. So बेनोइरिल is a drug of paracetamol plus aspirin. वो एक प्रोड्रग है, डेवलप्ड एज अ प्रोड्रग. तो प्रोड्रग कंसेप्ट. So phenacetin क्या है? It is originally developed to para-aminophylline derivative. It is a prodrug. After metabolism, it is converted to paracetamol, and paracetamol has a less adverse than phenacetin. That's why phenacetin is no more used. Paracetamol is used. Pyrazolone derivative, in that phenylbutazone, oxyphenbutazone. So what is the oxyphenbutazone is a active metabolite of phenylbutazone. Then indole derivative में आएगा indomethacin and sulindac. Indomethacin and heterocyclic aryl acetic acid derivative. In that diclofenac is there, tolmetin is there, ketorolac. क्वेश्चन आता है इसको इंडोल. ओके, एक आता है इंडोल एसिटिक एसिड डेरिवेटिव, इंडोमेथासिन आएगा. ओके, देन अराइल एसिटिक एसिड डेरिवेटिव डाइक्लोफेनाक आएगा, डाइक्लोफेनाक, टोलमेटिन एंड केटोरलेक. एंड प्रोपेनिक एसिड डेरिवेटिव में प्रोपेन आएगा, सब आइबुप्रोफेन, फेनोप्रोपेन, नेप्रोक्सेन, कीटोप्रोपेन, फ्लोरिप्रोपेन, पायरोपेन, कीटोप्रोपेन, फेनोप्रोपेन, आइबुप्रोपेन, फ्लोरिप्रोपेन. फ्लोरिप्रोपेन मतलब क्या, ओकिलर एंटी इंफ्लेमेटरी. तो फ्लू है उसमें, तो उसमें फ्लोरिन भी आता है. नेक्स्ट है फेनामिक एसिड डेरिवेटिव. ओके, सो इन दैट यू हैव मेफेनेमिक एसिड एंड प्रोपेनेमिक एसिड. दे आर यूज्ड इन द dysmenorrhea, amenorrhea and dysmenorrhia to decrease the pain and inflammation in case of amenorrhea. ये क्या होता है बाद में बोलूँ. Then next है oxycam. So in that pyroxicam, meloxicam, tenoxicam, lornoxicam. Pyroxicam, meloxicam, lornoxicam and tenoxicam. T and L और भी यहाँ पे. Pyroxicam, meloxicam, tenoxicam, lornoxicam. All these are known as a non-selective COX inhibitor. ठीक है, ये सब क्या है, नॉन सेलेक्टिव COX inhibitor. सेकंड, प्रेफरेंशियल COX2 inhibitor. कौन है प्रेफरेंशियल COX2? inhibit COX2 more than COX1. So nimesulide, naprometon, meloxicam, diclofenac, they are known as a preferential COX2 inhibitor. Remember, okay, क्वेश्चन आ चुका है. naprometon, nimesulide, meloxicam, okay, then आपका diclofenac, they are known as a preferential COX2 inhibitor. Selective COX2 inhibitor, celecoxib, heterocoxib, paracoxib and other coxib. और एक क्लास ऐड करो यहाँ पे, क्लास selective COX3 inhibitor. इसमें लिखना है paracetamol. selective COX3 inhibitor इसमें लिखना है paracetamol. कि अपना अपना क्लासेस बनाएंगे. जिस जैसे आप पढ़ते हो, जैसे जैसे मैं भी पढ़ता हूँ, समझ में आता है बहुत सारा. selective COX3 inhibitor paracetamol.